Okay, I got a question from Stan False. You said you're asking if you should gain weight, and you said you feel a little bit skinny, but you read that bulking might make you slower and hurt your athleticism. So I guess your question is, well, you're saying do I gain weight, and if so, how, or should I not, because it's gonna hurt my athleticism, right? Good question. There's a book called Underground Secrets to Running Faster. That's by Barry Ross. Oh, I'm sorry, Underground Secrets to Faster Running by Barry Ross. And he talks about an abdominal exercise called the torture twist. And there's 4 different variations. And I think this abdominal exercise is relevant to your question because the torture twist is an isometric hold. All an isometric hold means is that it's static, right? You're not doing repetitions to encourage concentric and eccentric movement. You're holding it, and what this is going to do is there's going to be zero to little increase in mass, but you're going to get very strong. So I think this is the perfect abdominal exercise that you can do every day for the rest of your lives, right? It's almost, I'm not saying it's not impossible to overtrain your core, but it's almost impossible. So you really want to train your core, I mean, before your, like at the start of your workout, after warm up, at the end of your workout. Louis Simmons, one of the best strength coaches of all time, he had a gym called Westside Barbell. He would, whenever he worked out, he would do abdominal exercises in the beginning of his workout. He'd do them at the end, kind of like a sandwich. You know, you could do them after training, before training. They're versatile, right? So and then the second reason why this is such a great abdominal exercise, the torture twist, is because the book says that the reason why most people don't get faster when they do leg exercises is because they're leaking energy out of their obliques. They don't have strong obliques, and all the force that's generated by their legs doesn't get translated into force production, right? It doesn't get translated into them running faster. So you really want to have strong obliques, and that's what the torture twist does. So learn all the 4 variations so that you can do it at the park, at the gym, at home. You could do it anywhere and always be getting better, right? So you can start playing better. Right. Another relevant thing is, like, you know, you can always train tendons and ligaments, right? So tendons and ligaments get poor blood flow, which means they need high repetitions. So, right, there are some vulnerable areas of your body that are important to train, and most people don't know how to train them. Let's start from square one. You want to learn how to breathe first, because learning how to breathe is going to help you train and play, and it's also going to help you grow your life because you're going to be able to be more calmer, less anxious. Right, you want to go, you got to check out Dr. Vranich, Vranich, her TED Talk, How to Breathe, right? So you're basically going to go, you want to use, what's up, man? You want to use your belly, right, your belly to inflate and deflate while breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Or before bed, you could tape your mouth. They say that that encourages a healthy respiratory system. But anyway, so that's step 1, right? Learning how to breathe, that's key. Step 2 is a lot of people are focused on doing so much. Most people don't realize the benefits of hanging like a monkey passively. Think about how strong monkeys are. All they're doing is swinging from trees, right? Hanging from trees. They're in the squat position a lot of the time, and they're super strong. So you want to spend more time. If you have a pull-up bar, if there's a tree in your yard, if there's a tree by school, even if people call you weird and whatever, you know, people call me weird all the time. That's okay. You want to hang. It's going to decompress, right? Gravity is going to decompress your spine. It's going to align your spine. If you want to check out more info on it, search Ido Portal, Portal, hanging. And this guy, you know, he's a master of movement, and he talks about the benefits of hanging. you know, it's so essential. It's so human, right? Soccer players are humans first, soccer players second. So you really want to take care of your spine and traction. Traction relieves some tension in your whole body. Traction from your hands, which is going to traction your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, right? It's going to transfer. It's going to create strength along your whole body. The second thing that I highly recommend is Ben Patrick's ROKP. ROKP is reversing out of knee pain, but what it really does is it strengthens your whole body from your toes through your ankle, Achilles, knee, hips, right? It's just walking backwards for 5 minutes before your practice and after your practice, or before your gym session, after your gym session, or when you wake up, walk for 5 minutes. It's 200 yards, right? Walk backwards for 100 yards on a whole soccer field, and then walk backwards for another 100 yards, right? Simple enough, easy to remember. And you could follow that up with tibialis raises. Tibialis raises looks like this, right? I'm sure you've seen maybe this guy, Ben Patrick. Ben Patrick, knees over toes guy. Right, all tibialis raises are, right? Your back is against a wall. You're here. Right, all tibialis raises are here. You can think of it like if you have your arm, there's the bicep and the tricep. Calves, most people work calves, but a lot of people aren't pairing that with tibialis raises. So my understanding is that tibialis raises are going to help prevent knee injuries. They're going to help you run faster. If you have pain running, or you get very sore while running, this could help balance your whole body, and this will make you more athletic. It'll help you just prevent injuries and maybe run a little bit faster and jump a little bit faster. So or jump a little higher, I'm sorry. So that's something, right? Tibialis raises, that's one thing that you could start to incorporate into your daily routine without bulking, right? It's not gonna bulk you up. If anything, that's gonna make it so that you don't get injured, and so you're not on the bench. That'll make you fat if you're injured and just not playing as much as you could and training, and you're just like, eating cheeseburgers at home or whatever. So that's one thing. Another thing, what else can you do? Search Dick Hartzel, Hartzel, lower body band routine. This guy, he's 60, he's 70 years old. He could still do a full split. That's another thing you could search, Dick Hartzel, full split. And this is a full body band routine. He worked with every team in the NFL, this guy. They call him the band man. And it's just gonna, this is an old school band routine. If you like working with resistance bands, this is something that is gonna help you forever traction your joints, target. You could start to, if you hear anyone say, oh, my this hurts or my this hurts, you could just show them how to relieve pain. It's whole body. You could traction your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders, your knees, your hips, your ankles. Just watch this guy's videos. Watch all his videos. He's got four to six major ones. You could start relieving pain all over your body, and it's going to help strengthen your ankles, your knees, your tendons, your ligaments, and it's not going to bulk you up because it focuses on joints, tendons, and ligaments. And so that's something that's super relevant. The next thing is balance, right? Balance is when you is the time it takes from one foot leaves the ground, and then that's that time, right? Balance starts, true balance isn't standing like this. This guy, Jim Klopman, from the book Balance is Power, he says that true balance is on one leg. When one leg leaves the ground, and then it leaves in like the time that it takes for the other leg to hit the ground, that's true balance. So you want to spend more time in one-legged balance. You could invest in any balance tool. They have a lot. There's one on Amazon. It's a wobble board. There's Bosu balls, right? There's foam pads. it doesn't matter which one you get, just as long as you get one, that you could start to spend some time in one-legged balance, and this is going to help you strengthen your core. And when you work on your balance, since you have a better control of your body, that allows you to be more explosive. To if you could start to utilize how your body's moving, your coordination, right? So that's relevant. And you could do that while you're watching TV, while you're watching games. You could be in one-legged balance at a standing desk while you're doing your studies, or you're doing your work from home. Well, even while you're eating, right? While you're eating, just passively balancing on one leg, right? It's not gonna hurt anyone as long as you're careful with it. And in terms of, some people are naturally husky. Some people are naturally wiry. That could be partly genetics. That could be part of your food culture that you're growing up at home. So you don't have to go out of your way to put on pounds, right? Maybe if you're not eating at all and you notice that you're a sparse eater and you're not eating enough proteins either before training, or what are the 3 nutrients, right? Or 4 nutrients. You could call it water, and then you could say, okay, water, and then proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. So I don't get into it too much with a lot of people, because any advice, I don't know your sensitivities. I don't know, your food preferences. There's a lot of things that go into it, but there's some good rules, and those good rules are: don't eat foods with a lot of ingredients, right? That's a simple one. Another one is avoid fried foods as much as possible. They say a pack of cigarettes is healthier for you than a serving of French fries, right? I've eaten my share of French fries, but after learning that, I try to cut down. So you want to avoid fried food. There's a quote that goes, "The man who takes 100 steps after he eats lives to 99. So what all that says is, after you eat, go for a little walk. It's going to help your body put those nutrients to use. Even go juggle a soccer ball for a little bit, or just be moving around a little bit after you eat to encourage healthy processes in your body. Get your the digestive system flowing and whatnot. I've read that, like, this guy Tim Ferriss, he's got this vitality formula. Basically encourages, they say nuts, all different types of nuts, Brazilian nuts, almonds, cashews, right? A variety of nuts can really help strengthen your vitality, give you more energy. So I started cutting up nuts and putting them on eggs in the morning, and I think if you like eggs, then I want to encourage you to eat more eggs with some nice natural, cook them up with some nice butter. Try to go local butter, and then throw like almonds or Brazilian nuts or cashews, and you want to vary the nuts you're eating, because that's going to prevent it's going to prevent what's the word? It's, if you have too much of something, it might start to be not the best for you. So maybe changing the nuts, and then the last thing is, don't eat too late before bed, right? Because then if you eat before bed and you go lie down, it's like you got a big old meal in your stomach. It's like it's maybe not the best for you. So hopefully some of those ideas help, and reach out with any questions. All right, thank you.